Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in
throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Grenard, his 2nd sack of the night.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hurts. Buying time to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. White will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Hurts will throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us. Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's complete to Williams. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 3rd and 4, and this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got Allen. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44, Herbert. That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Down right around the 25. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the posts, go up 2 scores.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On first down, Hurts. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Grenard in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And that's complete to Brown. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Hurts. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts, flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part one of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that anytime you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
So for the Chargers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Today, from Ford Field in
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one complete to Anderson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Get it! 70 Timberwolves!
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
Ready, go!
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Strong left, strong left.
On 2nd down now, it's Parker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Lions on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers about ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give running right, Etienne. And he'll take this down to the 33. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Up the middle they go. Parker. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
So since that last gain did not get a first, they'll decline the penalty there and force a 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Jones. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So now the Panthers down 21-17. A little under a minute 50 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Back to throw.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Down inside the 10.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now it's the Lions' turn, trailing by a field goal. A little under 40 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that will make this a 4-point game. Santoso now to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Lions, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears now ready to take over again. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
We got four. We got four.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Fields. And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields going to keep it running right.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he will have the Bears 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike six. Mike six.
Here's Fields.
Here we go.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
To throw is Fields.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Second down, they go again with Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
3 down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run it again with Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's Fields. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Fields. It's complete. Kamara.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
Let's go!
Flushed out right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
I told you to do that.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Tight, watch left. 4 down, check.
Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. All eyes on Fields.
Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed.
Stage situation. Let's go. Mike 36. Mike 36.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Inside handoff, Henry. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Kansas City, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover,
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, it's Newman. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Newman's throw complete there to Thomas. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Bates. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Okay, ready? Somebody's coming. Check in. Pick it up.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Newman. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Newman on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First and 10, it's Patterson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Newman. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Deandre Brown. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it's Deandre Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. 44.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
Hey, check.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
David Ajabo running in to take him down.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Newman. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the one in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Edwards. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go.
They'll run with Carter. A little juke, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11 now.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike. Ready.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Washington,
today from AT&T Stadium.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. He's going to keep this again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Prescott off play action. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side, sent the tight end a few steps down the field, and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right there in the middle, 55.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott being chased out left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On play action, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Switch up.
Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This is caught. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Watch the screen. 41's the mic.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Dolphins now down by 1. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Into the hands of Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, watch this.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
It's coming, double up.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home
From the 41, Bridgewater. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now a 2nd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
2nd and 13. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
48 Mike.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Second and 6. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. We get a peek at Sterling Shepard as the Giants get set for their upcoming series. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this will be a Giants first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. They go play action. Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Bridgewater's throw complete there to Johnson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think it...
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Hey, four down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Don't get nervous. 25, check 25, check 25.
Again, it's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, you got 3.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Your track. Mike 56.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Cano now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. A little under 40 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 48. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second and 7. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw.
Just like that.
Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Oh, man, come on. Don't do it like that.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Let's go. Hey,
Ready, go.
He's back to throw. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the on 1st and 10, it's Hall. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Breece Hall with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Come on, set. Red 38. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll set up to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Ready.
Watch twins. You got three down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw again. The left side completion to Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Big end.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here I come again.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
52 blue. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me
Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters, and how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Hall ought to give up the middle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 153 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 2nd down, here's the option. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Titans, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Punt. 10 black.
Check, 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 check.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Check, punt.
And they'll run again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
44's the mic, 44's the mic.
Throwing again on second down. From. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 139 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
On first down, from. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Pick me up. Here we go. 44's the mic.
Here's From to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 2. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw here to his running back. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Following Throwing the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, we got 4 down.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
44's the mic. 44's go.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
45. I'm coming after you.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
We can't have that.
Ready,
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
ready.
Back to throw.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
That's caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
I got you, punk. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Run it.
He'll look to throw. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's got McLaurin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch formation. Come on, boys. Come on.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Houston, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 4 of the MFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 45. White.
54. Mike, 54. Crunch time, defense. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Ready. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
On the set.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Set. Punt.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set. Punt. 52 blue. Ready. Go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff. and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Returning is Peppers. A nice little juke. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Burrow on play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mixon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Here comes Peppers.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here's Burrow. He finds his tight end, Gentry.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Now Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
After the penalty, it's Mixon.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll give it to Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Here's a run with Mixon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cincinnati, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Holding offense.
Come on, baby, we gotta do our job. We gotta do our job, man.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Don't be scared of it.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, here's Murray. On the slant, Deandre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray again. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll get that one complete to Connor. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Murray to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And this one is right through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And now out comes Minnesota. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines. But then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
19, Tiger. We got three, fellas. We got three.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Let's put that team on the bus. Check.
Second down, here's Chubb again. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here. Know that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 5 now. Watson. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Now Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Watson. Completes it to Austin. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Reset. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike, 36. Mike.
To the air yet again. Watson. Flush to his right.
It's going to be a long day.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Check, 47.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
3rd and 2, Watson.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Watson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. From the gun, here's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down, 3 down.
Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
5 yards remain on second down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you just hold a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Deshaun Watson in the offense, down by 12, 2:11 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And that's Elliott, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Watson trying to get his guys moving. To throw, Watson. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Watson to throw. This one finds Austin outright. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll run for it with Pollard. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Denver, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Check the outs, check the outs. Mike, 55, right there.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They give it to Williams, running right. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and chopped for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Stafford here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Here we go. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Stafford on first down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Stafford. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. To throw is Stafford. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Sean Murphy-Bunting got him down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards. And they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
So now the Jags down by a field goal. At time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Pass complete. It's Hopkinson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Gets this to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On the draw, this is Henderson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. He's got Renfro on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
No.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Back to throw. Dancing to his, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Logan Cook now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win. Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Now Stafford with his first throw of OT. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Open man, that's Renfro. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Holding offense.
Oh, why are we doing this?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
57, Mike, 57.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 2nd and long. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Bobby Brown in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is unbelievable. Yellow waiting! Yellow waiting!
Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
You can't block me. Check 55 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got a man complete. The 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Rams, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.